and it just came back on so I can actually go live, which is very cool. And I'm just going to pick up where I'm off. I'm still working on this hood um, that I was doing on my last live. But since then I've checked my pattern over to make sure that I'm doing it the way I want to do it. I'm just going to change to pink because I want to get some stripes going on here. I can find the end of my yarn. And yeah, so I'm going to do the next 2 rows in the pink and then go back to and I'm going to start double crocheting again. I was half double crocheting and now I'm going to be double crocheting. I'm going to move it down so maybe you can see the crochet a bit better. That's it. Yeah. So welcome and say hi. Hi, Christy. I'm working on my hood. I don't know. You are the instigator of this this project. And what I've decided to do, because this is like, I'm not making it just like the hood on my hooded pocket shawl because that would be too easy, right? I wanted to do a hood where it kind of went up from the sides. So if you put this on, you're going to see how it's going up, right? So now I'm going to go straight um, back with this amount of stitches. And then I'm going to join it together as if it's a slouchy beanie. And I'm going to try doing the stripes and doing the decreases. It's going to be the opposite of building it from the crown and going out. I'm going up and decreasing. Okay. So I think that is going to work. I haven't seen that technique anywhere, but I'm going to try it and see if if it works, and hopefully it will. So we've got a chain 2 and I'm just going to double crochet. So I'm going straight. I'm not doing any decreases now. I'm just going to keep going straight. 2 rows of pink, 2 rows of white, 2 rows of pink, and then I'm going to retest it on my head, and if it's good, I will be joining it together to make a circle, a loop, and working in the round from then on. I'll do a double crochet. I've got so used to doing half double crochets. And start decreasing. And we'll see how it goes. So great that you're here. And Paula's here. Hi, Paula. This is my Olivia skinny scarf, and there is a tutorial on here, but it's being made in this hot pink. But it's called Olivia Skinny Scarf, and it's one of the tutorials, and I have left and right-handed, but I also have it on my blog. If you go to carrowaycrochet.com, and in the little search square at the top, rectangle, you put in Olivia Skinny Scarf, and click search, it'll find the pattern. So the pattern's free, but there is a tutorial. Also, if you go to the pattern, you can link straight from there to the tutorial if you want to do it that way. But if you go on, onto Carroway Crochet homepage here on YouTube and just go click on videos, so all the videos show up, you should be able to scroll down and find, there is a ruby moss stitch skinny scarf, but the next one you'll come across is the Olivia skinny scarf. I don't even think it has a, a, a thumbnail. It just has me sort of working on a scarf, but it'll say skinny scarf. Yeah, hopefully you can find it. I keep meaning to do, I don't know why I miss putting a thumbnail on it, but sometimes I think when I uploaded that one, it was in the days when I didn't have high-speed internet here on the island, and it used to take like 5 hours to upload a video. So I was probably so fed up. I used to put them on to upload overnight because it took so long. But luckily I've got regular people's high-speed internet now. Had it for about a year, I think. It was a big life-changing moment when I could upload my videos in minutes instead of hours. Yeah, so we had no power up until about half an hour ago because they told us they were going to be not this, there was going to be no power from 8 o'clock this morning because they were working on upgrading the system on our neighborhood. And it was supposed to be out till 8, so it came on earlier. So that's a blessing, right? Got to be happy. Yeah, triangle scarf. And then I turned it into a hood with braids. Oh, that's an idea. Yeah. Hi, Catherine. Um, I do mine the old-fashioned way. I have the iMovie app on my phone and I use that. But when you're doing tutorials and you've got all these little segments, it just takes such a long time to make sure they're all in order and everything's works, right? Because we say, see you at the end of row so and so, right? And hopefully they're all uploaded in the right order. The hooded shawl didn't do that for me. Somehow it got messed up. Took me hours to do that. The point was downwards. Yeah, I can see that would work. And then you just joined it up so far and left it open the rest of the way. Yeah. I'm going to try this and see what happens. It might not work. That's why I'm not writing it. I am writing it up, but I'm not doing the tutorial. I'll make another one for the tutorial because that's what happened with my leg warmers. I started to do the tutorial and then I changed my mind on what I was doing. So hopefully this works. I've seen some where you can like make a little cone and add it, sew up part of the hooded area and then add the little cone at the top. But I thought I'll try this one and see what happens. It's going to be more of a gnome kind of scarf. Hat. Hat. Hooded hat. Hooded, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even know what to call it. But it seems like I think I've got it sloping in the right amount for there to be that nice little droopy part at the sides. It's gonna look cool. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, well, it's gonna be like this, Christy, right? So from here on, I'm going straight until I join it together, and then I start to just make like a slouchy beanie at the end that's gonna hang down. I am hoping to make like it could be just a hood, but I want it to actually be like stripy hat going down the back, like a little gnome hat. So I'm just seeing if this will work. Keep messing up my hair. And that's why I like these lives because I get to work on yeah, you can call it bags. That's what because I can work on all my projects and be chatting to people while I'm doing it. And we have quite a nice community here, Catherine, if you ever come back again, where we know one another and we get to share what we're doing. Yeah, I hope it's going to be pretty. I did make a little stripy bucket hat. It's to go with these, you see. This was the inspiration, okay? I made these flared leggings. I keep showing them. Everybody must be fed up of seeing these, except there's people who come on who's never seen them. But these are flared leg warmers, not leggings. And they go on your leg and they hang over your boots, right? So I made these and I thought I was chatting here on a live one day and we were just tossing around the idea of making something to match a hat. So I knew how to do this, so I could do it while I was on the live and I could just make this straight bucket hat, which is pretty cute, right? And it's a curly brim bucket hat, but you could do it just slopey if you wanted to. So I did that. But while we'd been talking and while I was working on this bucket hat, um, Christy came up with the idea of, or Christy, came up with the idea of like making it like one of those fairy elf kind of hooded hat things, right? So that's what I thought I'd try, but I thought I'd come up with my own way of doing it. And let's see how it goes. Because I like to try and figure things out. You're from Calgary. Great. I think Christy's in Canada, aren't you, Christy? Or are you in the States? I'm in Canada, Catherine. I'm in off the west coast, between Vancouver and Vancouver Island on one of the little islands there. So I'm just actually going to count this row just to make sure that I have the right amount of stitches. I'm supposed to have 64. So I just want to make sure that I'm right. Oh, that would be lovely. Yeah. Just measure around her calf. Um, I think I use 40 or 44. Just make sure when you do it that you make it. Oh, you're from Florida. That's right. I think it was Kristen that maybe that was from Canada. Um, just make sure that when you're doing the rib tops that they go around her legs. And what I'm going to do with these two is I'm going to, I keep talking about it but I haven't done it. I'm going to put like a long chain tie that goes in there that can be tied in a bow, and maybe put some little hearts or pom-poms or something on the end. So I think that would be nice for your mom to, or just a little tassel, just to tighten them, to hold them up if you want to put them on a different part of your leg. So I'm just going to count how many stitches, and then I can. Okay, I've got 66. I should have 64. Hmm. Okay. I thought I had 64 when I finished my last row. Yeah, I didn't do that right. I have to stop there and probably started. Anyway, that's good. Okay, I just don't need to go into that one. So you made them for her. Oh, that's great. No, I don't sell. Oh, well, I do sell at a market. I sell at the local market here where I live, but I don't go anywhere else to sell. I just sell locally. Um, because I'm on an island, so I just sell here. And I don't sell things like leggings. I sell bralettes, and sometimes I'll sell my shorts. My shorts are over there actually. Um, but mostly it's bralettes in the summer. And then I sell the bucket hats, all different kinds of bucket hats, and fingerless gloves, and dishcloths, and baby hats with the two pom-poms on, baby beanies, and regular beanies that I make, and the short beanies, which are also a tutorial on my channel here. Very popular tutorial with the short beanies with a folded up. top. So, and then I sell a lot of amigurumi on the market, which I only make for the market. I don't design amigurumi. I just buy patterns off people and I make it and I sell those, and those are very popular. Ha. Oh, that's great, Christy. I'm so glad she likes them. There was a lot going into making those. I had to keep saying, which should I do? Should I do these ones or should I do these ones? Oh, your mom's waving hello. Oh, she thought we were FaceTiming. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Hi to your mom. Oh yeah, I actually bought some yarn online. Um, Hi there, Kristen from Maryland. Thanks for clarifying that. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen to me. You never know what's going to happen, right? You're getting older and you just don't know what's around the corner. What did you buy? What patterns did you buy last night? I bought some yarn. Exactly, Catherine. Um, I bought what I got an email from Yarn Inspirations saying that they have some new burlap blanket yarn, which I love. I make a lot of stuffies with it, and I make blankets. Um, and they've got these cakes now that have the same amount of yardage as a skein, but there are all these beautiful colors. So I thought I ordered like a lot of them. I just ordered one because I thought I can always just make stuffies with them, right? Some of them I ordered enough to make like baby blankets. I needed three to make a baby blanket. And some of them I ordered five or six, I can't remember, to make like a throw size blanket. Think maybe I only got enough to make one throw and two or three baby blankets and then some individual ones because I wanted all the colors. Because what I'm going to do is when I get it, I'm going to do a yarn unboxing video for you and show all the different colors and all the different types of these cakes that you can get from Bernard Blanket Yarn. Oh, the chicken, the egg, that's really cute. I almost feel like making some of those for, I am doing a market for Easter. And baby dragons. I've never made a dragon. I always think there's too much work in doing a dragon. The most work I ever did in amigurumi was I made out of worsted weight yarn, out of like this kind of thinner yarn. I made a fox with moving arms and legs for my granddaughter. And it was the cutest fox, honestly, but it took days. Days and days and days. Yeah, I only sort of make amigurumi that I can sell, and I would never be able to charge what I would need to charge for a dragon. I make loaf cats, which are pretty straightforward, large ones and small ones, and I make octopus, but not with the long dangly legs, but with the little like shelly legs, like little shells at the bottom. Oh, I haven't seen that one, Catherine. Yeah, but I can do the little whales and the little octopus and the bees, and I do the mushy boy mushrooms. They're cute. And I adapted some ears so that I could make the loaf cats into dogs. Oh, and the chickens, that Mabel chicken pattern that went viral a couple of years ago, I make those and people love those. Yeah, that's great. And one of the things I was really disappointed in that I thought I gave up on because I just couldn't get the pattern was the little sea turtles. I love those little sea turtles, but it was a no-sew sea turtle. And I got all lost in the whole thing. I got confused and I just put it away and I never got it out again. So I think my cat, what's she doing? No, I can hear my cat. Yeah, that's great. I hope they work out. And you know what? We have a section. If you go to the homepage for you for Carroway Crochet on YouTube, click on like the name Carroway Crochet and go to the home place where you can click on videos, shorts, all that. On the above that, there's like a long, thin, um, light colored thing that says community. And if you click on there, you can actually upload pictures of your projects if you're subscribed to my channel. So you could upload a picture of your dragon. We'd love to see that. I bet, Kristen, it does. It takes ages to do these amigurumis, especially the worsted weight ones. You made a lot of sea turtles. I'm jealous. I really wish I had. Maybe I should go back and try it. I've still got the pattern. I love sea turtles so much. I was my biggest thing was when I was in Hawaii and I went scuba diving and one came right up off the bottom, right in front of me, about a yard away, and just kept swimming around. It was lovely. Also, the other thing is I only have so much room on my table. I don't know if you do markets. It's really tricky when you've only got so much room on your table, right? Once I spread my hats out and all that stuff, I'm gonna just count it again because I just want to make sure I've got 64. Yes, who's the pattern by? That's a good question, Catherine. Ah, yeah, they do. If they like you, they follow you around. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Right. I bet it gets quite busy. Airdrie will be like where I live. We get lots of visitors on the weekend, so it's not locals that come to our market, it's lots of visitors. So that's the great best time to try and sell. Okay, so we're changing back to the white. I'm just going to join in the white, but I'm not going to, I'm going to actually leave a long piece that I can weave in. I can cut it off later and weave it in. So, and then we'll go across here for 64. So we've done pink, we've done white, and now we're doing two more pink. What do you usually sell, Catherine? What is it that you sell that you find sells really good for you? I find it's the stuffies and the baby beanies, the double pom-pom baby beanies. People love those. And yeah, the stuffies are standby. And then the gloves and scarves as the weather cools off in August and they start thinking about Christmas presents. Not scarves, mitts. I sell fingerless gloves. I don't sell scarves. I used to try and sell scarves and cowls, but they never sold. So it's fingerless mitts, chunky and regular weight yarn, worsted weight yarn, and then sometimes people come and buy the dishcloths. I just keep a little stock of dishcloths just for people. Fred the Sea Turtle by CJ Designs. You know what? I'm wondering if the one that I had that I quit was not a sea turtle, that it was a regular turtle. Tank the turtle? You heard of Tank the turtle? I think it's Tank the turtle. That's the one I was having the problems with, not the sea turtle. But I'll check Fred the sea turtle. CJ Designs. I might have bought patterns off CJ Designs. Oh, and the other thing I made that I only made for one season was those leggy frogs. They're kind of cute, those leggy frogs. I make whatever I feel like making at the time. Maybe that's what I should start doing on my lives, is making my stuff for the market. I have one coming up in April. Do some Easter things. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, Christine, could you please subscribe to my channel if you don't mind? It would really help me. I'm trying to build my subscribers up. That would be awesome. I'm going to check at the end of this one, these 2 rows, to see if I'm at the right place to start making my circle and making it into a... It might just look really weird. Who knows? But I'm proud of myself that I've written it all out, so I won't... Hi, Floppy. Hi, Florence. Nice to see you. I'm still working on my hooded hat. Hood/hat. Guess it's an elf hat, gnome hat. I don't know. I hope you're okay, Florence. Keeping well. I see you're up late again. We've got a few people here today chatting. Oh, today was a day where our hydro was turned off at 8 o'clock. We were all given good warning that it was happening. It went off at 8 o'clock, and it was supposed to be off until 8 o'clock tonight, but luckily it came back on about 2:30, something like that. So that was really nice. But I did go out this morning to a place and got myself coffee and a cake and things, and brought a sandwich home, and I brought back some soup, which I had for lunch, because that was nice to have some warm soup. And then now I have some treats in the fridge, and I have a nice chicken sandwich that I'm going to have for my tea tonight. So I didn't know that the power was going to actually come on early, so I just thought a nice sandwich and some salad would be good for supper. It's roasted chicken with some nice, I think she said Havarti cheese in it and some of that Lingenberg jelly or something. So it sounds pretty special. And a croissant. So we're going to count and see what we're doing here because things, yeah, this works. Oh, here. So we've got Christy, you made Dana's sea turtle blanket and added fish, starfish, and seahorses. Oh, that sounds beautiful. And we've got Hama, the cat, here. Good morning, night, however you've been. It's mid-afternoon for me. It's 3:17, nearly 3:30, because I'm on the Pacific coast of Canada. Where are you, Hama? And you're subscribed. Yeah, I've posted twice, and I know that. And I'm very grateful for Kristen doing that. I've seen them, and I think I commented on them both, so that's nice. Yeah, I've had a nice day. And Kristen is from Florida, and Christy is from Maryland, I think she said. You're in nighttime. You're in Dubai, right? Yes, and Florence Floppy Edits is in England, so she is 8 hours ahead of me. Yeah, Christy's from Maryland, and Kristen is from Florida, right? Yeah, Kristen is from Florida, and Christy is from Maryland. And Floppy Edits is from England. Ah, Christy, I'm getting all confused here. Yeah, that's right. Kristen is from Maryland, and Christy is from Florida. So there we go. I'm going to count. Too complicated. The cats are complaining. It's okay. You don't need anything right now. You've already been fed. Okay. Count one more time. 2:19 for you, right? Very late, Hama. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I seem to count one way, and I have the right amount of stitches, and I count the other way, and I don't. This does not make any sense to me here. I'll try again. Your cat does? It's my daughter's cat, but yeah, it's like it's my cat. It lives here. Yes, that's pretty scary. Emma, I was reading about that. Yes, it's pretty scary times for you over there, that's for sure. Oh, there's a cat called Maxwell. I'm not aware of that. Can you hear him? He thinks it's his dinner time. Oh, well, it's 62. And I'm just gonna, okay, here we go. 1, 2. Stray Kids. I've never heard of that. Well, that must be an English thing. Hi, Nifty. I don't know what a Scottish fold is, Hama, unless you meant friend. Melody is a beautiful name. Yes, it's been a while, Nifty. I'm doing great. I'm happy to be doing this live. Trying to make this striped hood to go with my flared leg warmers. And it's just an experiment. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it, and hopefully it's going to work. And yes. Um, yes. Hello, say everyone, Nifty's here, and it's great to have everybody in the chat still. And I don't know what Stray Kids is because I'm in Canada. It's not on TV here, and I've never heard of Wolf Walkers either, Emma. Yeah. Oh, Stray Kids is a K-pop band. I know you like the K-pop music. We were talking about that the other day. I don't know the names of any of them bands. 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'm silly. I'm sorry. Oh, Scottish folds are. Oh, my friend talked about that. They have like folded ears. Is that what that's? I think she talked to me about those. She sent me a picture of them once. Oh, what a beautiful name. Melody. That's a nice name for a cat. These cats, my daughter's named her cats Abby and Felix. The black one is Felix. The gray one is Abby. Abby is outside right now. See, we learn something every day, Hannah. If I didn't ask the question, I wouldn't know. Thank you, Nifty. Yeah, I'm hoping. I did make a bucket hat I was showing people earlier to go with the leg warmers. And then this is just going to be a totally different style of hat. Um, I'm hoping that at the end of this row, I'll have 64, and then I'm going to join it together and make it a loop, and then kind of decrease it down into, with stripes, decrease it down to a point. That's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you. Yes, and I'm asking people to please subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed to my channel. You're in Toronto, right, Nifty? And we've got somebody on here. Catherine was here. I don't know if she's still here. She's from Alberta, not far from Airdrie. Oh, wow. That sounds very good idea for a story, Hama. Oh, thanks, Florence. See you when you get back. Oh my goodness, they sound freaky. Yeah, you see, Florence Floppy Edits knows what Scottish folds are. I'll have to look them up. Yes, I'm 326, just off the coast of Vancouver, and I know you're 624 because you're 3 hours ahead of us, right? Nice to see you though, Paula. My nephew actually lives in New York. Uh, he just been there about 2 or 3 years now, I think. Yeah, clothes design is an amazing thing to dream of doing. If I was younger, I would be doing that. I used to sew a lot when I was younger. Sewed all my own clothes. And my friend actually studied design, how to make patterns and design when she left school. But right now I'm happy just to design crochet clothes and accessories and stuff. As long as you can do something creative, that's I'm happy. That's why I don't do a lot of markets where I don't sell products. I don't want to sit and make the same thing over and over and over again. Is Catherine? She's still here. Is somebody here from Ontario now? Oh, 8 weeks old. You're so lucky. Oh my goodness. That's exactly how old my nephew who lives in New York's baby is. Born just before Christmas. You're so lucky. Well, you take all the time you need to play with her. You don't need to be watching a live. Yeah, you're about an hour different from us, just over the Rockies. Oh, yes, crocheting for babies is so much fun. I have a lot of baby blanket patterns, but when my kids were little, I used to crochet for my them when they were babies all the time, but oh, you're still in elementary school. That's why you're called Hammer the Cat, because you have a Scottish fold cat. Well, you stay safe, Hammer. Yeah, something that you can like I put my I didn't crochet for years, like tens and 20 years, 30, I don't know how long it was because I was working and raising kids and doing other stuff. And I just didn't crochet. It wasn't a big thing. And then I started in 2015, I think, 2014 at December. after my mom died, and my ex-husband was dying with cancer, and it was a hard time for everybody, and that's when I started crocheting again, just to get through everything. Now let's see if there's going to be 64 stitches. I don't know why everything went kind of sideways with the amount of stitches I had here. 2, 4, 6. Okay, now I'm going to change back to pink. Where's my pink? But I am going to leave a long piece because I am going to be weaving in ends. I don't want to do the same thing I did on my leggings where I carried it up on the inside because this edge is going to be showing. So I have to make it kind of a big loop. Chain 2, turn my work. Oh no, I'm going to have pink. Chain 1, and then I'm going to join it. And we want the right sides facing. Okay, so that's the right side. I think this edging here looks better than if it ends like this, right? It's better to have it like curling out at the front, if you know what I mean. I think I'm going to have that as my front. So I'm going to put my fronts together. And then I'm going to join this with a slip stitch. Chain 2. And this is good because then I'm working along the right side. That's right. Yeah, it's nice to catch up with it, right? And it's very popular now too. So I know I haven't got enough time. Hi, Florence. Welcome back. Um, yeah, I have a sewing machine. I have had a sewing machine pretty much all my life. I used to sew on my mom's treadle machine when you had to put your feet on it and treadle back and forth. That was when I was like 15 and sewing at school. And then I got a electric machine when I was in England, and then I left it behind, and I've been back and forth all the time, but I always have a sewing machine. Oh no, you go get some rest. I'm glad you're falling asleep. Good for you. Yes, that's the way it goes, Hannah, sometimes. Oh, for your baby granddaughter? Oh, she's so lucky. Good night, Florence. Off you go. You have to get up at 5. You need to be asleep. Oh, that's nice. Your red LED lights. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this goes now. I'm doing the circle and Let's see how this is going to go. I think I actually might just step back a little bit and do a test run with it. See how it fits. So, okay, so this is going to be, I'm going to cut my yarn. I'm going to cut my white. There we go. Okay. Now, so what I've done is I've joined the sides together to make a hole, and I'm going to be working around this as if I'm making a hat now that I'm going backwards. I'm decreasing instead of getting bigger. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on my head and see how it fits, if this is the right place to start doing that or not. So here is oh yeah, that's going to be good because the hat is sitting just back here on the back of my head, and these will hang down the sides. And then now I'm starting here. This is now a loop, and I'm just going to start decreasing in stripes to make the droopy bit at the back. I think it'll work. I just took my slouchy beanie pattern and did it in reverse. So that's what I've decided to do. So I have to look at my pattern. I think it's 13. It's a hood that's then going to turn in. This is the hooded part that your face pokes out of, right? And then I've joined it into a loop now, and I'm going to start decreasing it to make it into like a droopy hat. Looks more than 64 stitches, but anyway, there we go. So find where I'm at again. My computer keeps shutting down. Okay, so I've changed to the pink. Should I do one more? I think it's good. That's an option. I'm going to put optional. Oh, and then we've got 2 double crochet together, double crochet at each of the next 14 stitches. Right? And now I have to count 14. Yeah, sort of. Yeah. What do you think, Christy? This was kind of your vision. Do you think that's going to work okay? Oh dear, that's not good. Don't burn yourself. Oh, good. Because you wanted a floppy kind of a goblin-y gnome kind of hat. So I think this is going to work. So now I've done 2 together, and now I have to do 14 and then knit and then double crochet 2 together and go all the way around doing that. So that's 14. And then I'm going to double crochet 2 together. And then do another 14. I'm going to do 2 rows of white, 2 rows of pink, and that's how it's going to go. Yeah. Oh dear. Don't burn your hands. It's not good. Another 14. Ten, 11, and 2 together. So, Hama, you say you like to knit. What is it that you like to knit? You were saying that you do knit. I don't think you crochet, but you knit. It would be nice to know what kinds of projects you like to make. Yeah, so do I, Kristen. Yes. So, once I have done this, I think it'll be easier to know. I won't have to count quite so diligently because I'll see where I've done the decreases in the previous row. Hi, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in crochet or just chatting with a group of people. We got some friendly people on here. And I think that's 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, only the pencil cases that you have an outline so you can follow. Oh, I see, right. Yeah. Knitting. I know sometimes phones, you type things in and it doesn't come out the way you've typed it in. Sometimes it changes it for you. Good old auto correct. And then we hit enter and the wrong thing completely comes up that we didn't even think we were sending. Twelve, 13, and 14. And then we join with a slip stitch to the top of the chain 2. There we go. Couldn't find it. And chain two. To keep pulling this tight. Okay. Disdain for yeah. Hi there, G Joker. We got somebody new. Yes, I'm making this. I'm trying to create. Um, I've just joined it together. It was a flat piece, and I've just joined it together, and now I'm doing decreases. But it's a hood that fits on your head like this, and then I've joined it together at this point because I'm decreasing it now to make it into like a long droopy, like a gnome hat or an elf hat or a fairy hat. We'll see. I'm just trying, G Joker, to see if this works. It's just an idea. Oh well, that's the way she's just protecting you, Hama. There's a lot of dangerous people out there that you can't really trust. I have to keep remembering not to say exactly where I live because it's so tempting when you're chatting to friends and you're so, you know. Yes, that's something you don't know. If you're brand new here, Joker, you don't know that I made these flared leggings. And we were talking in a live about 4 lives ago, probably, about making a hat to go with these flared leggings because they're pretty darn cute. And I was doing them for Valentine's Day, but of course I got sidetracked and made a different second prototype and I didn't like them as much. So I missed Valentine's Day, but they're out there now. The tutorial is on my channel if you want to make these flared leggings. So then I thought, well, while we were chatting on the live, I did know how to make a bucket hat off the top of my head. So I made this stripy bucket hat for the leg warmers as a matching thing. But while we had been discussing the whole idea of having a matching hat, Christy suggested like one of those hoods that kind of making like a fairy elf hat. Um, so uh this is what I'm working on now. Thank you for subscribing. And I do have a lot of tutorials on how to crochet. I have beginner ones showing you how to crochet if you're learning slip knot and chaining. It's called episode 1, how to crochet. And then I also have stitch tutorials showing you how to learn different stitches, but I've got a lot of beginner friendly projects like cowls and hats and all kinds of different things. So I hope you get back to join our chats again and our lives. It's quite a lovely group here. And we also have a community. If you go to the homepage for Carroway Crochet, there's a little thing that says community at the top where the links are. If you click on community, you can upload pictures of your projects or see what other people in the group are making. Yeah. Where's the dangerous thing? Yes, the world is dangerous in certain elements. Yes. Yeah. No, I don't either, but you just never know. The other day, we've never had issues, but the other day, I think Christy was here when it happened. We had some younger people that were just in here trying to stir things up, and we just ignored them and they went away, right? Yeah. Oh, no, because I think it's just because I've crocheted for so long. Um, because I don't even hold when I hold my yarn, I am left-handed, so it's probably looking weird to you at the moment. But when I hold my yarn, I just hold it like this. I don't wrap it around my finger or anything, which a lot of people do to control their tension. I just do that with it, and then I just yarn over, and I'm always just kind of holding that. And then I do like I'm double crocheting two together for the beginning of this. But then um I just sort of feed it through my fingers as I'm going. Does that make sense? And there have been other people that are joined me in the lives that say that's exactly what they do. So you can see how I'm just holding it tight and I go in and I'm just holding it as I'm crocheting. So I don't know if that's a tip or not. Oh dear. Yeah, gnome hippie type of hat. I agree. And YouTube tells you to be careful. Whenever you go live, it tells you to be careful to guard your privacy. Hi, Janet. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel. It's nice to have you here. And then you'll get notifications when I go live again because we have a really active chat group in the live. And it's always nice when people come. This is the hat that I made originally to go with these flared leg warmers. But we'd had this idea, like this is flared. We thought we would have a kind of a floppy. Christy just had the perfect description for it. A, f- a gnome hippie kind of hat, and that's what I'm making. Oh, does she? That's good to know because I love her. I admire her so much. So yeah. Yeah, I don't wrap it round or all of that. I can't do that. But everybody, that's the thing about crochet. Everybody holds it the way that works for them, right? So this is my second decrease row. So I am going to be counting 13 in between my decreases now. Oh, you head off. You're in the UK and Floppy edits a girl called Florence. She was on here earlier. She's from Newcastle. Whereabouts are you from, Joker? Because I used to live in England. I used to live in Yorkshire. When we first moved back, my parents immigrated. When we first went back when I was 17, we lived near Barnsley and I went to college at Scarborough. And then I went to Norfolk to teach and got married in Norfolk. So are you up north or down south? It's very important. Yes, share your drawing for sure. Yeah, lots of people do different ways, right? There's no right or wrong way. That's what I say in crochet. And it's as long as you get the results you're wanting, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And also, this is a J hook, and I'm using it with worsted weight yarn. So it makes it a little bit more give to it, right? It's not as stiff. If I'd have been using an H hook. This is a 5.75 millimeter hook. J hooks can be 6, I think. J hooks are funny because they have different millimeters for different hooks, and I always don't understand that. 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I'm going to decrease. I know you're hungry. I'll be going in a minute. Okay, let's see. Oh, I know Chichester. Yeah, I went to Portsmouth. I actually got the ferry from Portsmouth. I had a little sleeping room when I went to Saint Malo when I was traveling in 2013. So it's beautiful there. Very beautiful. Exactly, Christy. Yeah, no gatekeeping. I know. Well, I was just counting earlier and it never seemed to work out for me. So everybody has the same problems. So yes, get yourself off to bed and have a good night's sleep, hopefully. I'm in the west coast of Canada, so it's only nearly 4 o'clock here. I'm going to be stopping because I think I have to go feed the cats. So getting a little bit annoyed. Oh, I could never do that yarn under. I tried that and it didn't work for me. Yeah, muscle memory might take over if you're very patient. Janet Ladd, nice to see you. Yeah, well, that's funny you say that because that's when I lost my mom and then my ex-husband was dying with cancer. That's when I started crocheting, when I shut myself in a room and that's all I did was crochet. That's funny. It's the opposite. Yeah, well, I encourage you to go through my videos and see. I've got some that are quick, like little mug rugs and cup cozies, but I've got some projects like infinity scarves or cowls, and I've got projects like gloves or I've got a bottle holder. It's not this one, but it's very similar. Water bottle holder tutorial. Um, I think it's up here. I've got these fingerless gloves. These are really simple fingerless gloves. I think that's what they're called, simple fingerless gloves. I have a tutorial up for them. I have super bulky fingerless gloves, headbands, and sweaters and cardigans. So, yeah, whatever. Another kind of leg warmer that's not like these leg warmers. It's up and down straight leg warmer. That's just made with a cake where the colors just change naturally, so you'd have no ends to tie in. Yeah, please subscribe to my channel, Janet, and then if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications of when my new tutorials go up. And you'll know when we're going live, because the lives are kind of fun. The other thing I made that I've got a tutorial for is this little phone bag that holds your phone. And it's just, I can't remember, I think it's half double crochet or single crochet, but it's very easy. I've got the full tutorial and I have left and right-handed versions of it. So you can make yourself a little foam bag. And then I've also got a a granny square little bag. I think the one up here is not this one. It's one with a flap, but it's still the same square. And this pattern is free on my blog. So there's lots of things you can make. So that's the problem with crochet. There's too many things you can make. Oh, that's interesting. Good night. Sleep tight. That's right. You don't, who needs speed anyway? What's the rush? You know? Thank you. I do have daisy square, a daisy square hat. I think I have a daisy square bag on my channel here, how to make that. So that's I'm going to go back and do that again just to make sure I did it properly. Yes, that's it. And then another 13. Well, I'm going to have to go. Um, it's raining. It's tapping on my skylight. They had a beautiful sunny day yesterday. I know. So mean. I know. So mean. And 13. And another decrease. I don't know who that is. Hama. Or what that is. One. I know. I think I'm actually going to have to go. He's getting a little grumpy. Because I always feed him at 4 o'clock and it's now 4:03, so I'm 3 minutes late. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just finished this row. 5, 6, 7. Please say hi if you're just new to the group, or subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you know when I'm going live. I didn't actually give any warning today. I just went live because my power had been out all day and it just suddenly came on and I just went live. I didn't have enough time to send a little message out via my posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, here we are at the end. 12, 13. Yay! And join it to the top with a slip stitch. There we go. Oh, I'm changing to white. Where's my white? Here it is. And chain 2. And this time we're going to double crochet 2 together. And then do 12 stitches before we do a decrease. So here's what it's looking like. It's very slowly declining. I wonder if it's going to be too long. Um, so I've done 2 rows of decreasing. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that'll be good. That's going to be fine. Okay, so that's how the hat's coming. Good night, Janet. Good night, Christy. I feel like I'm the friendly giant here saying good night to everybody. And thank you so much for being here in the live with me. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. I'm trying to grow it. I know it's boring. I keep asking, but it really helps if I can grow my channel. It's really exciting to see that happen. And take care of yourselves. Good night or good morning or wherever you are. Take care of yourself and be safe and happy crocheting. Thank you.